500 treasure already. That would be kind of neat if it was something to do with the treasure. I know in later Spyro games there's like Mr. Moneybags. I haven't really played later Spyro games though, so I know some of them are pretty bad, but I might try some of the older ones. Cause like Skylanders is the big one now, and I haven't played it, but it looks pretty bad, and you have to pay for people, which sucks. That's one of the reasons I don't really care for League of Legends, is just because you can't play whoever you want. But it seems like that series could have just been its own thing. Like it didn't have to be Spyro and Skylanders. It could have just been Skylanders, and Spyro could have like been its own thing. They were actually, I heard they were making or they were thinking about making like an M-rated Spyro game, and then they were like, who's gonna play this? Like, who actually is our audience for an M-rated game about Spyro? And, like, I would play it, but this is just as good as an M-rated game. I don't see why it would, like, what would they put in it that would be M-rated besides, like, Dragon Death, I guess?
Oh, it's you! I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
I like how you're freeing all these dragons that they don't help you at all. They're just like, alright, see ya. We're gonna go chill out at home base while you deal with Gnasty Gnorc. Even though you're a kid. But whatever. Back to the M-rated Spyro game, like... besides, like, actual dragons ripping each other apart, and again, like, the way that Spyro's universe is set up, it doesn't really seem like that would fit in. Like, Spyro is a pretty friendly place. The world of Spyro is a pretty friendly place, and, like, all the dragons get along, and, like, really the only enemy is Gnasty Gnorc, and, his army of people made out of gems, and the only reason they're hostile is just because they work for him. Like, it's not like they're just evil by default. I don't know, maybe they talk about that stuff in later Spyro games and I just look like an idiot, but... Ah! Oh wow, that was close.
Psst, Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
I like that, how a lot of the artisans are like, oh, you want to know a secret? Or like, they just straight up break the fourth wall, like as soon as they come out of the ice or whatever it is, the crystal. But that's pretty good because this is like the tutorial world. Oh yeah, all the treasure. That was surprisingly low amount of treasure for that chest. Oh, dang it. So yeah, the dragon earlier, if you didn't hear him, or if you weren't paying attention or whatever, he said that like metal things are fireproof, which is why I'm headbutting all the dudes with the shields, because they just won't do anything. And usually large enemies you have to burn because they're like too big to be affected by your headbutt. And this is the first level that really like introduces that. Here I can, oh god, I can breathe on one of the shields to just kind of show you. And it like turns red but doesn't do anything. And that comes into play a lot more later on, but like besides this level, I don't think there's any other enemies that really do that in the first world. But later on it becomes a big deal. Especially with the boss. I think, yeah, the boss of the second world has a lot of mechanics like that. I really like the boss of the second world. I can't wait for that episode. Oops. This is a pretty small level, which kind of is sad because like the setting is really neat. I think it's one of the only levels that's in at night in the first world.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Are they called Gnorcs? I always called them Gnorc, like Gnasty Gnorc, but he just called him Gnorc. That's funny. And the guy in the beginning said Gnasty Gnorc too. the news reporter. I think that's everything in this level. Like, the last few gems are by the exit. Oh, seriously? Always, every single... Oh, okay. Wow. There we go. I was like, really? I'm gonna have to backtrack through the whole level for 2 gems. I was like, I've done this for the past ton of episodes. Alright. Sweet. I forgot you had to press X. Next, the world.